Well, hello there, everyone. This is, once again, ProgChess coming at you for yet more chess entertainment. Who wouldn't love that? Um, it's mostly entertaining because I'm not great at this game. I'm good, but I'm not great. Okay? So, in all fairness, I'm going to try and be as good as I can be, but I can't make any promises on that because I'm not only tired, it's also 1 in the morning here, so yeah, that's it's just one of those things, you know. So anyway, I'm going to get started here. Go ahead and find a match. Looks like we found one pretty quickly there. And currently I'm rated at 1,000 elo, and that can change pretty rapidly, as in winning or losing. So we'll see how this game goes. Starting out with a standard opening. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I know it's standard. It's nothing. There's nothing unusual about it. It's gonna push this pawn down, right? Is it that early in the game? That you don't know what you're doing, or? All right, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out right here. Just waiting to see what he does. Is it that early in the game? That you don't. Sorry about that. I was checking my audio. Um, I hope the audio is okay. If not, I can try and fix it. But hopefully it's okay. Anyhow, let me go ahead and bring out my other knight as well. And he is really thinking hard about this one. Oh, beautiful. That's exactly kind of what I wanted you to do. I think I'm gonna play a little bit dangerous and castle queenside just for the sake of argument. Let's say because it's fun. I mean, who wouldn't enjoy um, castling queenside? That's a very unusual move indeed. Is he still thinking? My goodness. Think faster. You must think faster. You're not thinking fast enough. There you go. That's better. Alright, so I'm going to bump your knight out of the way. Force you to make a call. So far, no pieces have been removed from the board, which is interesting 8 moves into the game, but that's cool. That's alright. It's all good in the neighborhood. My goodness. Okay, he moved it back that way. Okay, so now... Ugh. I've kind of restricted myself a little bit here, but I'm going to go ahead and pull out the queen to d3, still protecting that d4 square with 3 pieces, so I think we're okay. What are you gonna do next, Pally? Let's see. He's probably gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say he's probably gonna move that knight because he wants to reposition it. I'm not having that, so I'm just gonna do this, and then I'm gonna castle queenside. I think he's anticipating that I'm gonna castle kingside, so I think what I'm going to try to do is wait as long as possible for castling, such that he thinks that he's, I don't know, getting away with murder or whatever. Yeah, because he thinks he's actually going to be able to get me on, because it's really weird to castle queenside. So to do it in a game should be interesting. There we go. Now we got our queen and our rooks connected, and this should look to be an interesting game from here. Alright. So, how do I want to play this? Because that was kind of a mistake on my part right there. I left my knight hanging right here, and then my rook is screwed. What to do, what to do. Oh dear. This is bad news, bears. Yeah, I should have moved that rook first, or at least reposition the knight, because now I'm in a hell of a nightmare. So yeah, looking back right here, before he did that, I should have moved this rook over, or moved this knight here, like that. So that didn't really work out too well, did it? Waiting on you. He's probably going to pull his knight down here like that, but we'll see. That's what I'm anticipating, because now he wants to trade down material, because he's ahead, technically, yeah. So, I gotta find a way to bring this game back. Okay. I didn't want to double up more pawns. I have doubled up pawns here, and then I would have had doubled up pawns here, so that's why I took with the queen. But nevertheless, still a major blunder right here with that rook. Very, very unfortunate situation indeed. So, where do we go from here? Is the magical question. I mean, we are even in terms of material loss, but he's definitely got a leg up in the fact that he has my rook, so that could play out very poorly. Or if I utilize my knight and my bishop well enough, I could maybe get one of his pieces out of there. So we'll see what happens. No bueno. No bueno. Not a good start at all. Okay, so he's going to move that out, which means he left this pawn undefended up here on the G file right here. So I can just go ahead and take that like that. So now I'm up a piece, sort of. Or actually, we're even again. Well, we're not even. I don't want to say we're even because rooks are obviously more valuable, but it depends really on the rook itself, if it's actually, you know, valuable or not. Oh shit, what have I done? I let him pin me. He just won 2 rooks off of me. I'm gonna go ahead and play another game. That was terrible. That was fucking terrible. Alright. Here we go again. Alright, this time we're black. Going into the King's Gambit. Now, the idea is for him to eventually capture the Gambit pawn, but I don't want him to do that, so I'm going to do this, I think. It's a good move. I move there, he takes, I take a pawn, he takes my thing, I take his queen, so yeah, I'm not going to do that move. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do this move. I just want to free my white bishop so I can go down this diagonal. Go ahead and pin the knight to the queen. Or pin the queen to the knight. Pin the knight to the queen. Pin the knight. Yeah, okay. I got pin the knight to the queen. Grammar here on ProgChess live streaming. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. So we have a hanging bishop here, which is what I'm aiming at. And then we have this position right here would be perfect because it would fork the queen and the rook. So maybe he will try to do something clever, like, yeah, he did the wrong move there. So I'm gonna go ahead and fork him, fork you. Not a good move on your part, buddy. Not that it was the worst move you could have made, but I have to say it's pretty bad, and it's not going to bode well for you at all. You're going to want to move that queen, obviously, but, I mean, what are you going to do, really? Is there any way I can get that rook without losing material? Because I really want that rook. I am going to play a little bit risky. I'm going to take that with that. He can take back with the knight, then I take that. So we'll see how that goes. And he decided to check me for whatever reason. I guess he's bored. Seems like a waste of a bishop to me, but maybe I'm missing something that he's not. Oh yeah, I'm missing it, alright. Damn. What should I have done there? I should have just moved over like that. Yeah, so our scores are getting lower as we progress through this live stream. Not good. Not good at all. But let's see if we can improve upon that and pay more attention to what's going on in the game. It's really hard. I mean, it's hard for me because I get nervous about the clock, and I get nervous about making the wrong move and blundering, and I underthink things sometimes, but generally I overthink stuff, and then it ends up not working in my favor at all. So let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna do that. Okay, now I'm gonna do this. Alright, we got a blunder on our players end here. This game is already looking better than the last one. Some of these people, and it's hard to tell, but some of these people are really, really good for having such a low rating, or I just really suck. I can't figure out which one it is. Yeah, that just happened. Deal with it. See, do I want to do that? Yes, I do. And a win coming in for 30 points. So I'm at 938. Go ahead and start a new game. Nice little checkmate there that he didn't see. Well, I'm okay with that, personally. Alright, here we go. Standard opening for me. I'm so used to this opening. It has failed me many a time. I think it's called the Rui Lopez, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not very good with memorizing moves and opening game names, and it's not really something I fancy to do. I prefer to just play to the situation, but that's just me, which is probably why my ELO rating is so low, because I have opted to, instead of learning more about chess openings and stuff, I've decided to just kind of wing it. So, yeah, there's that, and there's also the fact that I'm not the best at this game, so that kind of doesn't help. But I'm better than some. In fact, I would say I'm better by a good majority for some of them. Dear, oh dear. That knight's in a really good spot, by the way, in case you didn't notice. I'm going to kick this bishop out of there. Alright. Now. I don't want to castle kingside. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. Well, I don't know, because he's got this, and this knight aiming over here. All he has over here, really, is the bishop, which is kind of a bad bishop for his side, and the knight, which can't really get over here. So I think that I'm going to end up castling queenside again. So let's just see how that plays out. Okay, he castled. I'm going to go ahead and pin the knight. And we're going to do this to move the queen out of the way, but also to attack this square right here. So whatever the opponent replies with will be interesting. I think, anyway. Okay, so you want to go ahead and outright take. That's fine. I'm okay with that. You can't really move that knight. I mean, you can, but you can't. Because it's pinned still to the queen, and he hasn't done anything about that. Right. That was sort of a good move, I think, on his part. I would rather have seen him do something a little more interesting, but it's not a bad move. So, let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna go here. I don't want to risk him pushing a pawn here, and I get a pawn fork right here, which would be no good. No bueno. Trying to avoid a pawn fork. Alright, so yeah, he's defending now the undefended knight with his bishop. I would really like to do something, you know, but it's really hard. I don't see anything I could do. Let's see, what are his weak points, first of all? Let's focus on that. What are his weak points? The weak point here is the fact that his knight is pinned. He has a weak point here as well, but it's being protected by this knight. So what I can do, I guess, I can kind of kick the knight out of there, then I can win that pawn. So let's see if that works. He doesn't have a whole lot of places to go. So what's going to happen is he's probably going to, yeah, he's going to go here. I'm going to take. He's going to take back with the pawn, and then I'm going to take with my queen. There we go. So now he's going to have to move that rook. Actually, no, he doesn't have to move the rook because the queen's there. Duh. But yeah, it definitely put me a piece ahead at least. So that's a good start, I think. Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to do here, but I'm not going to let you open up the A file for yourself. Just not going to happen, buddy. Yeah. Okay, so both your knights are gone. Only my bishop is gone. So I'm satisfied with that. His bishop is the only thing he has left, and I have a knight, which is far more powerful. So I have a weak point here, and he's probably going to try to exploit that weak point somehow. I don't see how he could do that, but I don't want to necessarily allow it either. So we do want to find some kind of way. This is a tough game. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and... There we go. Put the queen on that file. Alright, come on. Alright. Come on. Make your move. Okay, so he made his move. I'm going to go down here, which was the plan anyway. So now he really has nothing to exploit. As far as my weakness goes, it's kind of null now. Still a weakness there. It's not perfect, because if I move this pawn, for example, up here, the knight drops. So I got to be careful about how I proceed from here on out. That being said, I think I can do a good knight repositioning here. Moving the knight to here and then to here. That would give me a good edge, I think. But we shall see. Yeah, I'm going to en passant that. En passant. I love the way that sounds. Sounds like something you'd eat, like a food or something. I don't fucking know. Do I look like I know these things? I mean, I am by no means am I like a chess expert here. So, just, you know, bear with me while I deal with these problems. Alright. We're going to go ahead and move this rook to here. Go ahead and protect this unprotected pawn. So now he doesn't have something he can take and exploit my weakness yet again. This side is getting a little bit scary, I have to be honest with you. We have a nice island pawns here, and then we have an isolated pawn. So, and then of course the kingside pawns. But I think I might be able to get this one in the bag. Let's see what happens. Okay, what are you going for? I'm going to go ahead and reposition that knight like I intended. See, now if I do this, I'm forking his rooks and his king. So he would lose a rook on that. And he doesn't want to do that, so I'm assuming he's going to move his rook. I'm hoping he's going to move his rook, because that would be the smart thing to do. However, I've known people to do dumber things. So, yeah. Yeah, so now he can't come down here and do that. You come here and then go up there like that. Not gonna happen, buddy. There you go. Move that. Move them chains, as they say in football. Alright, now, where to go from here is beyond me. I'm gonna go for that open beef slot right there. Okay, and mind you, if he decides to go here again and threaten this here, I have this rook here protecting it, so it's not that big an issue. As long as there's one piece protecting it, I'm probably okay. In fact, I'll say I'm definitely okay. See, now I want to take your pawn. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to do that now. Let's see how you feel about that. As one of my mentors said, just keep attacking. Keep attacking. Keep attacking. Keep the pressure on. Don't let loose. If you let loose, your opponent gains the tempo. And you don't want them gaining tempo. That's not a good thing. However, with the way this is proceeding so far, it would appear that I may have the upper hand. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. but I think I'm doing pretty good so far. So if I do that, that makes a weakness here. But he'll take, right? No, he'll take with the pawn here. And then I take back. Now his bishop's under attack. So that would give me an extra chance to take care of that weakness. Kind of a... There we go. Doobly doobly doo, doobly doo. And there we go. Just like I was hoping it would turn out. Oh, crud. How did I miss that? Let's do a rematch. Damn, that was awful. That was freaking awful. My God. Alright. How could I allow that kind of shit to go down? I just don't understand it. I'm gonna go with a 4 knights variation. Okay. Yeah. So this. Okay. Kind of doing the same thing, but in reverse here. Alright, he castled. I'm not quite ready to castle. So far, both times that I castled queenside did not work out too well. But I'm going to see if it works out this time. Because I'm playing black, and the last times I did it, I was playing white. So we can just kind of see what happens. Go ahead and move the... Let's move the queen first. Since I want to castle queenside. I don't like it when people do that to me. I don't like it at all. Alright, so I'm going to move you back here. I know it took me forever to decide that, but, you know, sometimes you gotta be patient. Patience is a virtue. So they say. I mean, I don't really know. I don't know the logistics of faith and, you know, having that kind of thing. But anyway, this isn't a debate forum. This is a chess forum. So, let's see what happens here. He moves his knight out. I'm going to go ahead and push this up to here. Like that. Let's see what he does next. Alright. I'm not particularly frightened by that threat. So, I'll just do... Where do I want to go? Let's go here. So I got a hanging bishop here, which I need to take care of that pretty soon. PDQ. And we'll see how that goes. So he moved his knight into that little pocket, which I kind of expected him to do. But now I have a small opportunity to do a little bit of tactical aversions here. Attack his hanging bishop, which he will then take. Probably my bishop, or he'll move it away. Probably take it. I think we're at that level where you just take stuff, which is fine. I mean, I'm not complaining or anything. I'm just pointing it out. That was a good move. Damn. Wow. So I'm now down to 800 elo. I was at 1,000 when we started this, and I'm not getting any better so far. I mean, I gotta be patient. I gotta realize that, you know, it's not something that happens overnight, you know. You don't just get better at chess magically. So just keep watching, and you'll hopefully get just as much out of this as I do. But we're going to go ahead and sorry about that. Had a little distraction. Go ahead and do this once again. Let's see what he does. Is it going to be the standard? Yeah, he's doing this standard opening, which I usually pull out my bishop here or my knight. Either way, it comes out the same. I'm going to go ahead and free up my black bishop and then pin it if possible, unless he does this, in which case I can't pin it. He did not, but he did attack my bishop. So let's just go ahead and take that. He takes, and then do I take back or don't I? That is the real question. I think I'm going to go with the knight opening here. Just pull out the knight, because that knight, while inconvenient, isn't really a threat right now. So we'll come back to the knight and do it later. Okay. Moving away, I guess, to attack the bishop, but he's kind of left this open right here, so I'll just take that. And now this is a very deadly square. That was a good choice to do that. But now I'm just going to go ahead and take it back, and I have control of the center of the board. So, yeah. Okay. I kind of figured he might do that. I'm going to block it with the bishop, just because I don't want to trade queens, and I also don't want to move my king, obviously, because I do want to castle at some point. Let's see. Alright, so he's opened up this, attacking the knight, but there's this weakness here. So I can exploit that weakness by moving my pawn or queen there. Let's see what his reaction is to that. Probably this. No, he took the knight anyway. Why would he take the knight? I'm a little confused on that matter, actually. So, that was weird, huh? Okay, just gonna go ahead and check my queen. I mean, my king. You can't check a queen. Well, I mean, you can sort of check a queen, but you can't actually check a queen. Okay, yeah, I knew he was going to do that, but that's irrelevant because I'm going to castle, and now you can't take it. Ta-ha. He's going to take this piece, but I'm going to also take this piece here, so we'll be even on material. As far as that goes, anyway. And then there's also this hanging pawn, and this hanging pawn right here, both of which he's not going to be able to defend, unless he moves his king or something. So, let's see how that plays out for him. Alright, he decided to take my pawn rather than take my knight. I find that to be strikingly odd, but I assume he's going to take the knight now. Right. Are you going to take it? Why didn't you take the knight? Okay, I mean, I kind of get why he didn't take it, because he's going to lose the bishop, but it would have been prudent for him to do that. So, let's see, what do I want to do in this position? I want to do that. No. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So now, gonna pin the queen to the king, and he has to take now. He can't not. I mean, he just can't. It's impossible. I mean, it's possible for him to just go ahead and lose the queen outright, but I don't think that's his plan. At least I hope that's not his plan. For the love of Pete. Alright, check. Good. Now we're gonna do this to you. Just gonna fuck with you a little more, sir. And then I think I'll move my knight up here, attacking this pawn and that bishop. I'm not going to take the bishop right away, because I don't want to just trade down material. I want to try to get an edge on him, which I already do, because he lost his queen. But I still would like to exploit this, at least in a way that is kind of tactical in a way. So bring my knight into play. You know, sure, I lost a rook, but I lost a rook to a queen, so that works out pretty well, I would say. Hang on, I'm readjusting myself. Sorry for the noise. Yeah, so he's moved his king out of there, out of that spot. I think he was scared. And I can't say I blame him for being scared, honestly. So I'm gonna go ahead and protect my bishop with that. Do that number. Alright, good. Now. Okay, that may not have been the best move in the world. But I can still bring this back, because I still am several magnitudes ahead having a queen while he doesn't. There's several orders of magnitude difference between the two of us right now at this point in time. Any day, pal. Anytime now. Whenever you're ready. Just sort of waiting on you. Are you just going to give up? What's going to happen? There we go. Okay, so that gives me the opportunity to check the king again. Right here. Push him further into the corner. There we go. Okay, so now I can move this here and hopefully regain some material. Okay, that was a mistake. That was definitely a mistake. Well, was it actually? No, I don't think it was, because I can do this, and you can't take it. So, and you can't take the knight either, because he's in check. I thought that was a blunder at first. I was like, oh, did I just get forked? Really? I'm like, wait a minute. No, I didn't get forked. I'm fine. And that's a win. Back to 917 points. So well, let's try to at least end this stream on a high note, and maybe, just maybe, actually come through with a win here. Sorry, my phone is vibrating. It's a friend of mine. Alright. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave you hanging. I was checking my phone for freaking stuff. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Alright. So, he is doing a standard opening, I think. I'm gonna go here. Okay. This should be interesting, I think. Probably gonna end up in the 4 knights variation. I can't say for sure. No, we're not gonna for it because he just blocked his knight out right there. So, but he also made it so his queen will come out early, so his queen can just kind of come crashing down this way. But we'll see what happens. He's also got this bishop here eyeing that diagonal there. So, and this queen too. So, together they would be quite nightmarish. So, what can we do to avoid that? That's the ultimate question here. Go ahead and leave your pawn hanging. That's a good idea. Alright. Yeah. Trying to get rid of that bishop. It's bugging me. Let's see, where are my weak points? Okay. So my king is pinned down by the knight, or the bishop here. The knight is pinned down. So that means that this is a weak point in my position, and therefore I should protect it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and obviously take the pawn. Knight e1, that's a very standard move right there. And nothing wrong with that. It's just that I pretty much know all the ways to get around it. And that, I'm going to start with this. Getting the queen ready to come out. Probably move this pawn forward. Yeah, he moved his pawns forward first. So now I have to move my bishop back. Let's see what happens next. Sometime today. There we go. What exactly did he do there? I kind of missed it. I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. It didn't move. I was like, what's going on? That's weird. Okay, so I'll go ahead and take that. Trade down some material. Not a huge loss. If he takes to the queen, I'll just push the pawn up. Matter of fact, if he takes to the bishop, I'll probably push the pawn up too. At least that would make sense to me anyway. Alright, so he took with the queen. Now I'm going to do that number. Let's see here. Alright. Where are you going to put that knight? That kind of rhymed. Alright. Where are you going to put that knight, baby? Alright. Where are you going to put that knight, baby? We're going to put it right here in the top corner of your screen. Alright. Where you gonna put that knight, baby? Alright. 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 Oh, alright. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry about all that. That was not a pleasant thing to do, I'll admit. Alright. So... Wait, did he move his pawn here? Why isn't it showing it? There we go. Why is it doing that? That's really weird. I wonder if it's because I'm streaming as well. Not entirely certain. But... let's see. Let's do that. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. That bishop's pretty much screwed, isn't it? Oh well, fuck it. Fuck it. I can take his knight, so we're good. It's my bad bishop anyway. This is my good bishop right here. There we go. Finally did something. My God. Okay. That only took an eternity. It's kind of cool when things happen on opposite sides of the board, but they're equal but opposite. I find that kind of interesting. Anyway. Oh, so here we go. Threat on the rook. Gotta move the rook over to E8. Aha, you're gonna take it, are you? I'll just take that then. Now, what's your point there? I don't know if I understand what the point is of that. Because I can just move my queen out of the way, but where am I gonna put her is the question. Here would be okay. Here would be okay. I think this would be better because it gives me, because I can put the queen in front of the king's. It's eyeing up the king side, so that's an advantage to that. Then I can come crashing down with this. He won't be able to take it. There we go. I thought he might see reason and logic, but I totally didn't mean to do that move, by the way. That was a complete accident, but you know, it's okay. It's alright, because at least I opened up my rook. At least that happened. Yeah, what else can I say? That was a clicking blunder. A clickety-click blunder. So now he's threatening... He's threatening this pawn, which I could protect with this rook, but sorry, I kind of have trouble thinking and playing at the same time and talking too, so that kind of gets weird. Sorry. Again, my phone is being texted. Okay. I see a really easy check right there. Check. Looks like it's mate in 2. Right there. No, it's not. I lied. I lied. I'm a liar. You're a liar, sir. Gonna attack your undefended bishop. keep attacking. Just keep attacking. Now what are you gonna do, buddy? Billy boy. Billy boy. Let's see. I'm gonna take that pawn. Yeah, now he's lining up for the kill. But I do have an out. If I move this pawn up, I render his trying to checkmate me useless. So he won't do that now because the queen was in front. I'm sure he can do that, but that's pretty useless in and of itself. And so I am now in a better position because of that. This is a tight position for my king to be in, because my queen's way over here, my bishop's over here. I mean, there's not a whole lot of options for me here. I don't want to move that pawn, because then he can come down here and check me here, and that'll pretty much be game over. So, I want to avoid that. Okay, now he's taking my pawn, which, not a bad move, at all. Gains material, but I feel like he probably had something better he could have done there. And I may review this game later, depending on how well it goes, because I think I'm winning right. I'm winning by one pawn right now, which isn't saying a whole lot. It really isn't. Winning by one pawn is like pretty cheap, to be honest with you. Yeah, so he comes in for that check, and then I take, he takes back, and then I simply move out of the way. And he takes another pawn, at which point I'm going to check him, and then take his pawn right there. Or let's do this. See what happens. See what he does in response to that. Is he gonna move back? If he moves back, I think it's game over. Yeah, he's not prepared for that. So I'm gonna take the pawn, check. He's almost completely out of pawns now. He's got 4 out of 8, so that's half. That's half the number of pawns you would expect to have in a game that is this late. I have 6 pawns. He has just the 4. So now I'm going to check him with that. He's going to take it, and then I'm going to come in for the kill. Yes. Now, do that number. Let's see here. This king is in a very bad position right now. I think this is pretty much game over. I'll do that. And that's checkmate. Alright. So, 954. We're almost there. See if we can get up to, get back up to 1,000. Yeah, it's still doing that thing where it's not showing the very first move. That's very strange to me. It's kind of foreign to me, really. Trying to do the queen's gambit. Do I go for the gambit pawn or don't I? I do. I go for the gambit pawn. It's happening. We're doing the queen's gambit. Doing the queen's gambit. Doing the queen's gambit. I don't know why he took that with his queen. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. But, you know, now he's back in position once. So he got the pawn, I guess, is what he was going for. But ultimately, I mean, he could have just easily have just left the pawn there and maybe pulled out a bishop or something. I don't know. I just don't know why he would take it outright. Seems like a waste of tempo. And kind of gives me the upper edge. And somehow we're going to land in the 4 knights variation. No, maybe not. Let's see. If I had a hammer in the morning. Just gonna kick it. Kick the bishop. Okay, now he's getting pushed further and further away. He has a pawn hanging right here, so I'll just take that. Now that my knight's not pinned anymore. He's going to come in, and I'm going to come out and attack his weak bishop. The weak bishop square. Alright. That's a fair move. I mean, it doesn't really help though, because I think I can win this rook here. Maybe. No, maybe. Actually, maybe, because if he moves the knight, it becomes a queen has to be forced to move out of the way, which doesn't mean that I win the rook. We'll see how that plays out. He moved to a really weird square there. I'm going to go ahead and check the queen anyway. Just because. Okay, now he's attacking my knight. I'm just going to take it outright. And he's probably going to take with his knight. Because that is a hanging knight. No, he's not. Oh, well, silly me. Of course he wouldn't. Oh, I have a good move right here. I got my 2 knights right here. The king is lined up perfectly. Okay, what happens if I do this? If I move here, he takes with the queen. Then I take his queen. So, yeah, he's not gonna... He's screwed either way, so... Alright, and now I take the queen. There we go. Fucking mouse. Okay, he takes my queen. Very good. And I win the rook, as I anticipated. I really wanted that rook. I don't know if you can tell, but I really, really, really wanted that rook. And now I got it. Let's see. We're going to take the hanging bishop there. Now you got your knight against the wall. That's no fun place for it to be. Okay, go ahead and threaten that pawn. He moves the pawn, of course, and then I threaten it again. And if he moves it this time, I can take it with this knight. That's the beauty of 2 knights being next to each other like that. It really is. I mean, it just provides so much more agility to the game, having 2 knights together. Now what are you doing? I get a free knight out of this. Look at that. Yeah. And he gave up. 974. I want to be 1,000 before I quit tonight. So, let's try to win one more. Let's focus. We got this. We got this. It's only been an hour. That's quite a long time, I'll admit. But, we got this. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and King's Pawn. I was thinking of doing the Sicilian, but I'm not really feeling up to it. I'm not comfortable enough with the Sicilian to actually pull it off. So we're not gonna do it. That's just kind of how that is. Okay. Not sure if that was the best move I could have made there. Probably could have done something better. What the hell? What the hell is that? What is going on? It's all gray and shit. Alright, that was kind of weird. Alright, moving right along. Go ahead and give my knight an escape route. Okay. So he's going to try to do a discovered check, I think, here. So I'm going to want to block that and do that, because I don't want to deal with discovered checks. Now, if I discover a check, a blank one, let's say from Bill Gates, I would probably write whatever I want on it and then cash it. Not sure, though. Maybe. Maybe I would. Probably not. Oh, I'm sorry. He moved. I was checking the stream to see if it was still working, because I'm new at YouTube streaming. Where are you headed? Did he move the... I'm so confused right now. There we go. So I was like, why is the queen still there? That's weird. Alright. Good. It's good. Alright. What else do we got? Come on. Sorry. Still checking on my stream. Okay, so he's moving the queen over, which is not showing me because it's fucking retarded. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and castle. It's a good time. As good a time as any. Let's see what he does. Now this player is 1,148, so what does that mean for me? There's usually, in my experience, some kind of indicator somewhere on here. It tells you what the match change would be. I'm pretty sure I'll get more than 30 points because he's 1,148. And if he loses, which I don't know that he is yet, but if he does, then it may play pretty well for me. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Good. Attack the queen. I'm attacking your queen, buddy. Welcome to the Hotel California. I don't know why that is in my head. I have no idea. I really don't know. I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer for that. Welcome to the Hotel California. It's a lovely place. It's a lovely face. Do 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 do. Okay. So I don't know what his plan is here, but I'm gonna threaten his rook just for fun, just for funsies. Sorry, I'm still messing around with the stream over here. Anyhow, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna get all my pieces over there. I'm just gonna bear down on his king side. Just come barrel rolling right in. Barrel roll. Do 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 do. Wow. All right. Yeah. That's happening. Now, I don't think I'm going to get the rook. But I do think I have checkmate here in like one move. So let's give it a shot, shall we, Charlie? I don't know if it's checkmate though. Is it checkmate? No, it's not checkmate. What should I do? I guess I'll just take the rook and check. Discovered check. Haha. Alright. And then, what did he do? Okay, he took my bishop there. I think that's game. Yep, that's game. And now we're at 1010, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to stay there. And we're going to call it a night on this stream. I'm hoping some of you tuned in. If anybody did, that'd be great. If not, this will obviously be available on my channel. youtube.com/ProgChess. And you can also tweet me and follow me on twitter.com/ProgChess. And thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.